So today's job, we're in Newport. We got a herringbone splashback to do. I say we. This end my apprentice or my labourer. This is my boy Tyler. He's tight. Are you going to be a Tyler, or are you going to be when you're older? Firefighter. So he's not going to be Tyler the Tyler. I'm the last Tyler the Tyler of the family, I think. But yeah, I'm going to drop my boy off to school now. Straight to the job in Newport. I think it's about 3 square meters. They did have a recommendation for a tiler, and he didn't do a great job. He had to take off the tiles from the walls, which damaged the walls because it is a new build, a brand new house. So I asked to get the section which the walls were damaged reboarded, but a plasterer came and said it needed plastering, not reboarding. So they plastered over what was there, and where I think the tiler tried to fix the walls with the adhesive, they've plastered over it, and plasterers, I find, to get it nice and smooth but not level. So I turned up yesterday and they got these really small rectangle tiles, and the walls just still wasn't good enough for them. So yesterday they went to go and purchase new tiles, a bigger tile, so it was a little bit easier to get over the bad walls. But the issue we had as well, where they plastered and there was upstands, we lost the height, well I say the height, we lost the depth on the upstand to be able to silicone. So I'm also going to have to take the upstand off and bring it forward slightly so I can silicone the edges on that. So yeah, the customers had an absolute nightmare, and that's the only thing at Herringbone is don't go for the cheap quotes, don't go for the expensive quotes. Find somebody who's done it lots and does it regular. Check their Facebook pages, make sure they've done plenty of it, because like this customer now, they've had an absolute nightmare and it's cost them loads. I always set out herringbone either on the floor or on a table just to work out where cuts are going to be. I find this the easiest way when starting herringbone tiling, so you can just try and keep any small cuts away from the main focal point of the tiling. On this job, where I started was the main focal point, which was in front of the cooker, which is normally the main focal point of splashback tiling. These first few tiles have always got to be perfect, and one mil out at this point can cause big problems further on down the worktop. So this is why you've got to be so precise with these parts. As you could see, I was finding the odd hairline crack on the tiles, and it's best to spot these as early as possible and remove them before it's grouted, because it's a lot easier that way. The way I fit the first few tiles is adjust them as I'm going, and then I use little pins, which I think they are made for tacking on architraves around doors. These are less than 1 millimeter thick, so the tiles do not slip, and you can still get the spaces in for the next tile, so they don't affect anything going forward, but it also stops the tiles moving and causing problems later on down the line. I did film quite a lot the first day, but the second day I come down with, I think, a bit of the flu, so the second day was a bit of a struggle, so I didn't really get much filming done. But these were the main parts of the setting out and starting the job. This was at the end of the first day. This job took me about 2.5 days, and the second day I got all the tiling done. So the last day was just siliconing and finishing off. The job looked really good in the end.